tribulations, my heart, my balls, my somebody stop living, somebody come and get me. Little did I know that the Lord was riding with me. The dark, the light, my heart, the fight, the wrong, the right is gone.
Hey, what's going on out there, YouTube family? This is Sammy Leggett here, representing Team JVS. I'm back here again for another movie review. This is a part of the Middleburg Film Festival in Virginia. This is virtual, and I was able to check out that actually this is going to be coming soon in December 11, 2020. The movie Wolfwalkers. This is coming to Apple TV Plus. This was directed by Tomm. He's done some very well-produced animated features in The Secret Kills, Song of Sea, the movie The Prophet, and now you have Wolfwalkers. Now, the thing about Wolfwalkers, this is a synopsis. A young, let's say, apprentice hunter and her father journey to Ireland to help wipe out the last of the wolf pack. But everything changes when she befriends a free-spirited girl from a mysterious tribe rumored to be able to transform themselves into wolves at night. Now, this is the thing about this film. So this is starring Sean Bean. He plays the role of the father. You got Simon McBurney plays the Lord Protector. Marador Kennedy, she plays the role of mother. Let's just say that. I don't want to spoil anything. And then you have these two young actresses play the role of Robyn and Mebh. That's Eva Whitaker and Honor. I can't pronounce her last name. I apologize. But the thing about Robyn, let's just talk about Robyn for a second. Robyn, in the way that they kind of play her character up, she kind of comes off really spirited and like rambunctious and immersed in trying to do something to help her father and to be there for her father, and to do what he's doing, which is to kill these wolves. So the very first shot that you see, she's shooting at this picture that's in the frame that is of a wolf. And I think one thing that they do very well in the very opening of this, and this also is another character in Paul Young's The Sheep Farmer, there's a group of people that go out to the woods and they legit about to get ripped apart by these wolves, and then something happens and he gets hurt, and you know, all of a sudden you see this mysterious figure come out and you're like, okay, this sets the tone for everything that kind of goes forward. But a character like him is forever changed by these interactions with these supernatural beings, I'm gonna say, these these Wolfwalkers. And the thing about a character like Robyn is no different. Like when she goes and she's following along with her dad and trying to do this, trying to do that, like she gets intercepted by one of these as well. And it forever changes her trajectory as far as where she was going, where her life was. But I also have to give credit to the writing of this, because they laid a really good foundation of where they kind of came from. Instead of them, you know, being born in, you know, Ireland, they coming from London, and you realize there's something that happened in their past. You realize something happened with the mother, and you realize she's devoted to her dad. Her dad is devoted to protecting her, leaving a legacy for her, and doing everything he can to try to protect her by any means necessary. And also making provisions for his family. Like he's been instructed by the Lord Protector to go and eradicate these wolves. And so the story, it plays up on all those different angles. Like for the longest time, you're focused in on Robyn. Then you start to focus in on the friend she makes that's also a wolfwalker. And you start to understand her character and her understanding of the woods and her abilities and her mother. And it just becomes this very interesting symbiotic story, because everybody feels as though what they're doing is the best thing. Even like the Lord Protector. Like the Lord Protector is a sick and messed up antagonist. No question. But he's basing his convictions and his reasonings on his faith and why he's doing it. is all based on this uncompromising understanding. Like even like certain levels to where his character goes that he was like, no, I can't do that, you know. And I was kind of like, I hated the character up until a certain point, and then the last thing that he does around certain decisions and stuff like that, I was like, you know, I understand it, because the other outside of this is like from the dad's point of view, for instance, like he just knows he needs to eradicate these wolves or they're gonna do something with him or his family. And he's trying to protect them. Sean Bean's character, Bill, and the thing is that he gets to understand what's really happening as well, and that changes his trajectory, but not until there's ramifications to the things that he does, as much as even the daughter. Everybody has ramifications of the things that they do, and there's consequences to those things. Everybody, like there's certain things that the character Robyn does. I was like, you made this harder on yourself and other people. Like I said, the Wolfwalker girl, she puts things in motion that makes things harder, and she didn't, unbeknownst to her, you know. And I love those different moments of picking apart character decisions and human compromises that put other people in detriment. And a lot of it is based on a lot of fear and lack of understanding and an unwillingness to be able to compromise and understand what is really actually going on at stake, specifically like the town. Now, I've talked about the story. The story is great. It has a great ending, and I think you definitely should watch it. If nothing else, the story is actually really good, and it feels like a classic story. It feels like it came straight out of a book. Now, normally I don't do this. Normally I always talk about the visual effects and animation and stuff like that before, but I was like, I need to get you to understand the story is great. That's good. The lines, the animation, and the VFX are phenomenal. Like, the transformations, honestly, are what used to be Walt Disney 2D animation. What made those movies great. Like, that magic is throughout this. And as well as, like, for me, you know, watching it, my perception of what's really going on, like, there's something that the Lord Protector said, and I was like, is this witchcraft, though? Like, is this right? Like, I saw the question because I'm watching what's happening. I'm watching how this is affecting everybody. I'm watching how people are starting to visually start to change their perception of reality. And it's a very interesting thing, especially the scope, because one of the things about this is like watching like the commoners or the town people and their understanding what's going on, their fear, like it's just brought out really well. And that part of that is the character designs. Character designs are very specific and on the key, as much as even like the uses of VFX and hand shot motioned things that are happening in front of you when these Wolfwalkers start to transition. That's all I'm gonna really say without spoiling anything. But dude, like the songs, the score and the soundtrack is amazing. The visual scope of it is amazing. Man, I don't really have any faults with the film. Honestly, I just wish it was more, to be honest with you. Because the end, like, I was like, oh, what is going on? And it broke my heart a couple times. It really did. I was very close to tears. I really was, a couple different times. And, I mean, I don't know if that is, you know, me being a dad, or if it was me actually having, like, a love for nature and, you know, and as well as humanity. But I felt it. Like, I felt it in any movie that can, you know, get me with the story, that's one thing. But if you can also get me with the visuals and the immersion experience, then that's everything. I'm gonna rest this at a 9.5 or a 10 out of 10. I don't have any kind of gripes about the film. I actually really did enjoy it. And I think it was very well made. That's all I'm gonna say. I hope you guys enjoyed that review. I'll talk to you guys later on. Keep it locked. JVS, we ain't gonna stop. Definitely go and check out The Wolfwalkers when it comes to Apple TV Plus on December 11th, 2020. Peace, guys.